everybody, it's Bryan, and you are listening to the Course Building Secrets podcast. Whether you're a coach or a CEO, the success of your team and clients is based on your ability to deliver a consistent experience and guide them on the fastest path to results. This podcast will give you practical, real-life tips that you can use today to build your online experiences that get results and create raving fans. Why? So you can monetize your expertise and serve more people without adding more time or team to your business. If you're looking to uncover your $1 million framework, package it, and use it to scale, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. All right, hey everybody, for today's tip, I want to talk about your existing course. So this is for my people who already have a course that they're selling. They have people in this particular course and it is growing and you feel like you have gained momentum, but when you actually sit down and think about what is happening with the online course that you've created or an online membership program, it sort of resembles that junk drawer in your kitchen that you don't want to look at. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, probably you have this particular challenge because here's what happens is you have this great course or membership program or program or whatever you want to call it. And you get it all ready, you start selling it, and then people start buying it, which is amazing. And you are, your marketing and sales system is all set up, got all the things, and you start to get customers. And that's fantastic. But these customers have questions and various things that they need. And so you find yourself creating additional videos or additional content or additional cheat sheets or different things that you think will help them. Or maybe you're out doing presentation for another group and you're like, oh, this would be so good for my customers. I'm going to put it into my course site or my membership site. Oh, I just did this webinar, which would be really great for my people. I'm going to put it in there. And what starts to happen over time, just like that junk drawer, is you can clean that thing and then all of a sudden one day you go in there and it's jam-packed and you cannot even open it because there's so much junk in there that just has accumulated over time. And that's what starts to happen with your online course. And it's not your fault, but this is what starts to happen is you think, oh, I'm going to just keep adding content. I'm going to keep adding things. It's going to be great. But what happens is it starts to overwhelm your customers. And so what happens is they start to leave. They don't finish. There's not a clear path anymore. And it's almost like they're trying to run through a jungle with a machete, right? And find the path that they're supposed to be on amongst all of the stuff that's in there. And, sometimes you hear sort of conventional wisdom, which is the more you give somebody, the better experience it is. Give them more. Because then they're going to think that the value is so much more than what's happening, or you're just constantly adding content. So it seems like they're getting so much more. But the problem is that they actually just need focus and they need a clear path. They don't actually need more stuff. They don't need more information. Consider I am sure this has happened to you where you go out to the Google and you're like, okay, I'm going to search for this thing. And then an hour or two later, you come up for air and you're like, what just happened? How did that happen? I just got stuck down this rabbit hole of searching for all of these things, watching videos, reading articles, doing all the things, and you've just lost 2 hours, right? That is what it's like when your course turns into that junk drawer. So if you already have a course and you're finding that that's a problem and you just don't even know how to unravel it, or you don't have the time to unravel it, or you're like, oh, yeah, you're totally right. My course is like a hodgepodge mess of a junk drawer. There are options to clear the path. And most of them are very simple. It's just a matter of where are you organizing the content? How are you putting things in there in a way that makes sense for the journey that your person is on, not just sort of dumping content in there. And then making sure that it should be there, right? Maybe it's a new course entirely, right? Maybe something that you're creating is a new course, or maybe it goes into a resources bucket where somebody can get it if they want, additional information or something, right? So there are various ways to just sort of reorganize things, but sometimes it does take that sort of step back, have somebody come in, look at it with fresh eyes from the customer's perspective of like, what is the journey they're going through? What's that clear path? So your customer doesn't have to navigate and like expend extra brain calories trying to figure out how to navigate through your stuff in order to get what they want to be successful. And so often that's what we specialize in, right? Is we come in and we help people just sort of clear the clutter and make that clear path. And so it doesn't turn into a junk drawer. It doesn't turn into something that, you have spent all this time and effort and money to acquire these customers. And all you want them to do is go through your thing, be successful, and then, continue to succeed with you, right? Like build that long-term relationship where they're able to stay and keep taking action, keep becoming more successful. Because that's what's really fun, is when you're helping people actually achieve the goals that you have set out for them to achieve, right? That they want to have. They want to have that transformation. And if you keep putting those like minefields in front of them, making the path murky and less clear, you're actually doing them a disservice. All right, so my tip for you today is really like, if you're feeling that, most of the time people say, come to me and they're like, I feel it in my gut. Like I'm looking at the numbers and the tracking and like something is off. People aren't finishing, or they're sort of stopping at a particular point, or you can see kind of they're really excited at the beginning and then they start to fall off, which incidentally, again, like you're not in the minority. 97% of people who buy courses don't actually finish them. And it's because of this reason, because we put so many roadblocks in their way that they just sort of, throw up their hands and say, oh, I can't learn. It's too hard. It's too complicated. And it's really not complicated. It's just, we have this tendency to try and put things in that are not necessary. And so as you're looking at it, and you kind of have that gut reaction of, you know what, maybe I'm making this more complicated, or maybe they don't need all of these things, then that's the time to sort of take that step back, hire somebody to come in and help kind of audit or look at what you have and how to clear it up. Or, just spend the time sort of, in your course going through it from your learner's perspective and see where you can reorganize or take things out or get rid of redundancies. Because again, over time, you're just naturally creating redundancy if you are putting new things in on a regular basis. So there you go. That is my course building tip for the day, is how to declutter and de-junk up your online course. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. The best thing you can do is to take action on an idea or tip that resonated with you. To help you take action, I have a free gift for you that you can download in the show notes. During each episode, we publish an action plan worksheet and other helpful takeaways from our speakers in the Course Building Secrets Creators Lab. To register for free, click on the link in the show notes. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, are you a business owner ready to streamline and scale your business? Imagine solving the biggest business challenges with clarity, a strategy, and a clear plan. Hey, I'm Bryan, and I want to invite you to take the first step towards transforming your business with a free 30-minute discovery call. This call is an opportunity to discuss your goals, identify key challenges, and learn how my mentorship program can help you achieve the success you're aiming for. In just a half hour, we'll explore how you can scale your business by enhancing your authority strategy, engagement strategy, and retention strategy. You'll get personalized advice and a clear path forward. Ready to take the first step? Click on the link below that's in the show notes to book your free discovery call now. I hope to talk to you soon.